Yo, Pete, bro, Pete. Let me tell you, before you go to high school, make sure, um, hmm, yo, what's some good advice for him, Chad? I'm live on TikTok and Twitch right now, but I think the best thing to do when you're going into high school, you gotta run to all your classes. I say this every time and time again. Run to all your classes. That just shows you're dedicated. Um, I'm gonna send some roses. Appreciate you, gang. Appreciate you, Mud. What's it called? If you want, if you want to be cool in high school, you want to be popular, you want to be chilling. Run to all your classes. That shows your fellow students that you're dedicated. Your fellow students and teachers that you're dedicated. Run really fast to lunch because that shows that you have a vigor to eat and stay healthy and have good healthy meals. Um, Make sure what's some good advice I could give you. Appreciate you for the roses. Roses smell so good. If there's anything else, goals. I'll say okay. If I'm gonna be serious and I'm not gonna troll, the best what you should do in high school is realize even if people make fun of you for something, bro, it really does not matter. Do not care what people like. I don't know what I want to do for college, bro. If you don't need. I'm not gonna lie. You're what? You're about to go to high school. What's that? You're so not eighth grade. You probably like the oldest you could be is like 14. If you want advice, just go with the flow, bro. Like I'm in college right now, and I'm still kind of unsure what I want to do. I know in terms of life wise, I want to make content. Ooh, what the hell? Felt like keep dropping mad gifts, bro. Appreciate you, cuz. What the heck? Don't be spending too much money on me, bro. It's cool. Thank you. But yeah, nah. For when it comes to high school, like I'm in college. I'm in my second year of college, and career wise, I don't know what I want to do. I know I want to make content, but I have to work as other things to. I think when it comes to my path, I have to work at other things to kind of get there. So when it comes to just what you want to do in college, even when you're in college, people be switching up their majors as seniors in college. So do not stress. Just look into things that you like, and it's not like work is gonna be easy peasy. Like everything's gonna be difficult, but find something you got a passion for, so that even if it's a rough day at work, it's something that you care so much about that you're willing to put in that work, rather than getting a job where it's like, oh, I get all this money, but I hate my job and my life. So get a job that pays you good, get a job that you're passionate about, and get something you know you can succeed in. That's my advice. Without trolling, that's what I'm gonna have to say. But yeah, my multi chat is odd because I I'm live on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, but my TikTok chats are not pulling up on my the TikTok chats are not pulling up on my account, which is weird. That's odd. Any other questions, Young Monroe? But yeah, now when it comes to high school, people do not like. People are always like, "Oh, um, I don't want people to look at me weird." Blah blah blah. That was the stupidest thing. Cause eat like just don't care about like if it's like a real criticism, like you got a problem with certain things, like you're always showing up late, and someone's like, "Oh, stop showing up late," and you're like, "Oh, I don't need to listen to you." But it's not like that. It's like listen to people who will really constructively some friends. Look for a group of friends that you can criticize constructively, and they can do the same to you without much like, because there's always gonna be emotion, but it's just a matter of this person wants to see me succeed. They wouldn't say something to me. They wouldn't say something rude to you because they just want to hurt your feelings. Like sometimes you gotta say rough things, rough truths to people so that they don't have to like, you know, if that makes sense. So find a good solid group. It don't have to be the biggest group in the world. Find you a good solid group of people that actually care about you and you care about as well. And you should be chill. I would say play sports. Play football. Football is always a great way to make new friends. Football will make like not even friends. Football will make you brotherly connections. What else? Football's good. I did track. Track is great. Track is cause you don't even have to take track too serious. Like you can do it and have like I did it and I had fun, but I was also still trying to compete. I was in the best competitor, mind you. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to track, I was in the fastest or the farthest thrower. But I got mine. I got a couple wins in. So it's competitive, it's fun. You make new friends. A lot of the times you can have like little rivals because sometimes you run against the same people, especially if you're going because a lot of the times it's the same what was I saying? Because a lot of the time when you're I got 9 people on the TikTok live. Am I bugging? Man, it just said 9 people. Now it says 2. I don't care. But yeah, when it comes to that, yeah, track is fun. I would say wrestling too, but most people don't like. I would only really say do wrestling if you want to get better at football, cause if I'm gonna be real, wrestling is not for everybody. Even a lot of football players don't like doing it. Shit, I had a love-hate relationship with wrestling, but at the end of the day, it's whatever. Alright, we gonna get to the videos. Yeah, I already watched 2 minutes of it. But the Raikai experiment is still working.
For the viewers, it's been pretty radicalizing. I've peeped the collective shift in attitude towards streamers, and it's been pretty jarring. Across the board from the WL to Poggers community, there's been a growing distaste towards people who live stream, and Raikai has definitely been a huge part of that. Also, I don't actually think it's the CIA, I was just trolling, but my point is that a couple of years ago, streamers were
testing, hello. Okay, my mic sounds good.
on top of the world, but now they're not. Well, I'm thinking like 2021 to 2023, and there's just this growing negative connotation around streamers. With Raikai in particular though,
yo, have y'all seen the what's it called? Have y'all seen the clip of Raikai reading? We'll go to TikTok. Right, is it gonna load? Hello? It's being weird, bro. Raikai reading. Yo.
Chapter KC3, bro. I'm reading a book because when I KC3 read a book, and I want to read a book. Why? I want to read a book real quick. For me. But it can all spark to make a strong artwork. That's
I can feel the spit particles flying through the screen right now.
how I would define the sneaker equation.
Hold on. it could all sport.
But it can all spark to make a strong artwork. That's how I would define the sneaker equation. I would say these sneakers have gone through the same process coming out of the 2 points of references. Yeah.
But it could all sport. I know popcorn reading was his biggest enemy, bro. Biggest op. I know Raikai's biggest op in school was popcorn reading, bro. It's cool, me too.
I think he's a case study on how money and influence can enable a lack of intellectualism and compassion. So let's just talk about it. Comment for the algorithm. It feels like with Raikai, I frequently have to facepalm because I dislike how he's basically become the face of wealthy ignorance. He's consistently going viral for things that not.
And it's like, I just peeped it. Like, what? It don't matter. Like, how? Like, he like to be. I gotta slow down. Where he came from before streaming, it wasn't even that wealthy of a standpoint. I would only think of like some of the richest people to be acting like this. That's not true, because a lot of middle class people are ignorant. But what? How could you be so ignorant as to just make fun of someone for being homeless and eating by themselves, bro? Like, but then again, this clip could be fake, because Twitter's always putting like a caption of something that happened, but it didn't actually happen. Maybe he looked at him and I don't know, or something. So this might not even be true.
With the people around him. And this is something I've already spoken on. So with this video, I really want to talk about desensitization. Sure. Some of these things aren't normal, twin. And locationally, the internet has had a pretty big impact on how people behave in social environments. And I just don't like how weird foolishness is being normalized and perpetuated, especially through Raikai's stream. And that's why Raikai goes viral. He does the crazy stuff.
Listen, look as far as the eye can see. All this could be yours. As far as the eye can see. You gotta keep going, man.
Like my man's Monty said, man, say this for Disney, gang. What you talking about, gang?
What's this part?
Talking about this all could be mine. Bitch, I ain't no government. Come on.
I'm sitting here trying to give you some damn life advice. And you sitting here trying to say that for Disney.
I would have said the same thing. I would have said the same
hype
thing.
it by saying he be doing crazy stuff, but not this clip. I'm not gonna act like this clip in particular is that insane. There's obviously worse clips, and we're gonna see some, but I showed this because it's Raikai being kind of a dickhead. Ben was really hyping his little bro up, and Raikai says save it for Disney. I think this clip is pretty consistent with Raikai's general attitude. He's kind of pretentious, and I think that turns a lot of people off, me included. I don't think I have to explain why seeing a rich, pretentious kid is frustrating, especially when there's some niggas that are struggling to eat. But let's talk about that clip of the homeless man, or at least that's what the caption is. I don't know if he's actually homeless or not. And is it really right to assume an old nigga is homeless just based off of his looks? I don't know.
Oh, this is mad good.
Okay, wait. I feel like everyone had a moment like this. Oh, Joseph joined. Everyone's had a moment like this. He probably did he point it out, or let's dissect this frame by frame. Hold on.
Nigga is homeless just based off of his looks? I don't know.
He probably didn't know he was homeless. He probably just thought it was the fit, bro. But if he did. But either way, it's like, come on, just let people be. That's a little crazy though.
Oh, this is mad good.
I think, look, I don't even think this clip is that bad. You know, it's a little messed up, but I think he's just not thinking sociologically. I think that's the problem. Sociologically, he's not thinking, oh, that person could be homeless. They could be going through a rough time. But still, I don't. So I'm not gonna make excuses for nobody.
Nigga forgot he was stealing. I'm not laughing at that, man.
Snack that smells back. Cannibalism. Oh, you just came from that video? What's good? How you doing?
done. Hate for me,
Bro,
yo.
that's probably the biggest video I've ever made.
This shit
So
go
far.
Bro, let's go, bro.
So far. I got a lot of things coming, y'all.
Kick shit.
Huh?
This shit go straight to kick shit.
Most of them got balls, man. We do this shit every week.
You got me on the say. I mean, he's laughing, but I mean, if it wasn't for Kai, I mean, that could have been him, low-key. So I mean, I don't really get it.
I ain't gonna lie, XQC is low-key wildin', and it is kind of funny.
Bro, I don't even really know much about XQC. I just know he weird, bro.
But I don't agree, because this is the type of humor that's mainstream and normalized. It just goes back to what I was saying about the population just being kind of desensitized. This nigga Raikai looked at a random person and started laughing. It's almost
Yeah,
like
he's just not, he's thinking like a dumb kid, bro. He's not thinking sociologically.
some passive dehumanization stuff.
I still think he need a lot of work.
And maybe I'm looking at it too deep, but there really isn't anything funny. It wasn't dark humor because there wasn't a punchline. All there was just laughing at a person existing. It's pretty weird, dude. And we gotta ask ourselves, are we gonna keep making niggas like this famous? Because recently I was thinking about the difference between celebrities then versus now. And while I'm happy that barrier of entry is much easier, it's definitely allowed some real dorks to slip through the cracks.
I know y'all niggas seen that clip of me, feel me? At that old man chat, that was not what it looked like at all, gang. That ass, gang. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what clip, bro? Oh, when they say he was laughing at the homeless man? Yo, I laughed at the homeless man chat. That is not funny at all. And chat, listen, I wasn't even laughing. Which at the Twitter pages be just hate farming me, bro. Like, that ass, gang. They only do it to me. It was 3 niggas there. They all said Raikai. You feel me? 3 niggas there, and they all said my name, bro. Because the hate is called, it's engagement. Hate gets engagement, bro. So that's what I'm saying. I want to clear that thought. I was not laughing at him. Shit, I was laughing because of the food I ate and at the sauce. And the shit would look at me like this.
You know damn well you wasn't laughing at no sauce. What is so funny about some nigga? Where are you? Raising Cane's?
What's my name, bro? Because they,
hold on. What is so like? They had a bite of Raising Cane sauce and started laughing. What is so comical about this, bro? He was laughing at the sauce, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. This is what was so funny. We all know damn well Raikai. Come on now. It could all spark.
Twitter pages be just hate farming me, bro. Like, that ass, gang. They only do it to me. It was 3 niggas there. They all said Raikai. You feel me? 3 niggas there, and they all said my name, bro. Because the hate is called, it's engagement. Hate gets engagement, bro. So that's what I'm saying. I want to clear that thought. I was not laughing at him. Shit, I was laughing because of the food I ate and at the sauce. And the shit would look at.
Nigga, we don't. Okay. Nigga, after this explanation, my nigga, what is so funny about sauce?
I mean, like this. I look at the shade, man. Ugly. I look at the shade. You know, your ugly ass friend. You look at the shade. Like, imagine you got your friend. You look at like this. Nigga, ugly as fuck.
Okay,
you look at him,
okay.
start laughing. That's what the fuck happened, nigga.
Started
Okay, that seems like a viable.
with the fact that the dudes that are around Raikai in the clip, I've made videos on them before, and people cook them all the time already. So it's not just him, no one's singling him out. And also in this scenario, they aren't even the ones that looked at an old person and started laughing. So how is any of this hate farming? And then on top of that, Raikai is a rich kid. He's hella blessed, and yet he's pretentious and rude at times. I don't think he's a bad person, but he's about to be 18 and he's being a dickhead to everyone. That's a whole character archetype, the snobby rich kid. And what really sucks about it is that he shares the same skin as me. I'm not even trying to be on my Dr. Umar Timon, but I'm gonna always be disappointed when I see someone that looks like me behaving like this.
Where are Rakai's parents and his guardians? Clearly, he needs to get the fuck away from Ty Lil and Kai and all those big streamers because they do not have his best interest. Because if they did, he would not get away with half the fucking does. It's one thing to be immature. Yeah, he's 16, 17 years old. But it's another thing to be disrespectful. This nigga laughed at a homeless person eating by themselves. Why is your first instinct to laugh? The average person would get sad seeing some shit like that.
Hey, bruh, when it comes to that one, like me personally, I can't give a justifiable answer. So if he did do that, that's messed up. If not, you know, but nigga, I mean, I don't think there's really a point in taking him away from the light, cause it's like it's not like you really can. Like niggas damn near 18. All he's gonna do is get his own crib with the money he already got. Doesn't he have his own crib? Or is he still in the... Does he have his own crib? What I don't know. Whether he has his own crib or not, he's really a year away from it. So nigga do not have to do nothing. So I don't think it's a matter of taking it away. It's just a matter of him maturing and being educated. But how you supposed to? Then again, how you supposed to he's young, but niggas about to be an adult. So they could go and learn one way or another.
But like, you can't really point the finger at him. He's young. He needs somebody to tell him what's right from wrong. He needs a responsible adult.
Fuck yourself. You ever speak on my name again?
That's not wild. Like, if he's acting like this from constructive criticism, that's wicked. Like, cause he could easily just be like upset. You could be upset about if something's so false. You don't have to be that upset.
Fuck yourself.
And if you and you don't, it's not a matter of being upset. You know, someone's talking about you, someone's talking about you. But it's a matter of how you go about it to figure out things. And this is.
You ever speak on my name again?
Hell no. Nah, bro. Like, nigga, you doing too much. Like, what? What? She didn't even say nothing crazy. All he could have done, hey, if he didn't do it, he would have been like, yeah, nah, I didn't do it. You know, blah, blah, blah. It's getting painted in light, understand, blah, blah, blah. I'll change from here. He's not exhibiting that.
What's wrong with you?
And this is what I mean. This little nigga be talking too crazy. That video is just so charitable.
That's why she's not
she
even
held
like
him
saying anything
accountable
crazy.
while recognizing the role other people played in enabling his behavior. But instead of digesting that, Raikai just spams the anti-intellectualism gimmick. No substance, just ad hominem and attacking the woman like a dickhead. It just enables this culture of foolishness followed by disrespect. It's weird, bruh. And it's like the woman said, nobody is going to check this. But here's what makes the Raikai stuff worse. He might be low-key illiterate.
You be taking private jets?
Do I?
Yeah. How much? How much?
God damn!
It go all sport.
Diarrhea when we kid, rep ball. Right? Y'all niggas mad because I read with passion, my nigga. Passion. Sunday, March Sunday. I'm gonna read one page. I said, I don't give a fuck. I read that, and it's. I read.
My nigga, what? And niggas gonna get mad at Kai for like niggas gonna see this and make fun of him, and then when they see that person trying to do better, they're gonna make fun of them again. So it's like, you can't win. Sure, that nigga Kai a little bit performative, but who the fuck cares? It's not like, just, if you don't like it, don't watch, bro. Like, that shit, like niggas making a documentary on his upcoming, even though niggas already up, but it's a different journey, you know. Like, let a nigga, like, God forbid a nigga want to try doing something.
Innocent times they used to bury kings.
If it was Logan Paul, bro, if it was Logan Paul, niggas would be like, oh, I feel so bad for you, blah, blah, blah. You know, you had a rough upbringing and this and that and the third. But because you're a nigga, they gonna make, like, look at the way they making fun of Cock. They was saying, oh, he can't read. Whoa, you know, maybe it is a little... And that's embarrassing, you know? It's embarrassing. But at least he's showing his real self of him trying to get better. So who the fuck who cares if it's performative if that's what entertainment is?
Imperials.
But this nigga's slow, oh my god.
With all their poisonous. Back then, I guess they thought you could take your things with you into the afterlife. Well, if I get buried all my junk, I might really regret it later on.
So this kid has the infinite stutter skill, and he's over here struggling to get through a page of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I remember reading these books in elementary school, and the millionaire who screams on camera for a living can hardly get through it. What an insane precedent. The youth is definitely getting lobotomized.
If I tell Raikai mom, what she say? If I tell Raikai mom what he be doing, damn sure Keep it, go back to Syracuse. Bitch.
No. This is inappropriate. This is very inappropriate. You do not talk like this.
That's why. And that's why. Facts though. Chad, she don't know. Justin. She don't know nothing about what the I'm doing, nigga. So I don't know. I don't know why she mentioned my name. I didn't say that to her. You know what I'm saying? Stop. What the?
Oh yeah, there was muting
Stop
stream.
muting my stream, bro.
No,
And this is Raikai
'cause
getting
you,
muted by his.
Nah, I cannot get behind this. I want to see great black creators, but as a black creator, you cannot. Cause you're just representing yourself poorly and representing your people poorly. Whether you like it or not, it doesn't matter if you want to be the leader of this, that, or that group. If you're famous and rich and you're this race, you represent that race. So why would you embarrass yourself and embarrass everyone else that is in there, bro? You know, if people are taking something dramatically, okay, but it is not okay to be calling women bitches like this. Off of just the most basic of criticisms. Hey, what you're doing is wrong. And you're calling someone a bitch for time. Like what? No, that's not okay. You're not representing it. You're not representing your parents properly. You're not representing yourself properly. You're not representing your race properly. Like, you're not representing the group of the person that gave you a chance in the light. You're you're wasting that opportunity too. So he just gotta tighten up, bro. Like, he just gotta grow up. That's really it. He just gotta grow up. I don't know.
Team as he talks mess about Gigi, and it's really funny because at this point it's pretty evident that she didn't cheat. Let's take a look at academics.
Oh, I dead ass thought she cheated. I seen videos saying she did though. I seen video recording.
Conclusion.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it so a bean with y'all. Y'all gonna hate me after this, but I don't give a because I really think I'm the realest nigga online anyway. Yo, Kai and his team is straight made. Facts. Like, I really think they hoes, like, in the sense of, like, y'all say, yo, how...
I will take this into consideration, but then again, it's DJ Academics. This is a bitch nigga right here.
Why y'all scared of a bitch just tell her you're broken up with her? Why y'all doing this all this? Everything's proven not to be true. She's not f***ing this guy. She's not f***ing young boy. Bro, just tell her, yo, listen, you got a bad attitude. You f***ing up his vibe. You fuck with the team. Don't f*** with you. Bro, Kyle, man, you gotta man up with that. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you.
I'm not saying academics is the most reputable source, but for him to take the radical stance of defending a woman in this misogynistic space, it just goes to show you that there's a pretty good chance Gigi is innocent. And if you watch my video, that's literally the only conclusion you can get after going over the evidence. So for Raikai to come up here being damn near illiterate, being rude as hell, being mad pretentious, and sending hate towards a black woman unchecked, I gotta say this experiment must be a fucking success.
CIA averaging fucking 40 on our heads, bro. Play a James Harden headed. He's averaging, yeah, play that shit. This is CIA right now. These niggas is hooping. Real talk.
If anybody has any damn sense, James Harden will be crowned a two-time league MVP. He's averaging 40. He's dropped 35, 29, 50, 32, 47, 35, 35, 39, 41, 45, 41, 43, 44, 38, 32, 42, 43, 38, 57, and 58. Do you understand what you're witnessing? Anybody?
It could all spark. Ah, God. Okay, let's see. What else is there to watch today? I was gonna watch some. Say it been enough, but it's not enough. I get on your ass. Somebody had to do it. I don't know. Horrors of public transport. Is that the move? I get on your ass. Somebody gotta do. Oh wait, Invincible. I didn't watch the Invincible trailer.
Mark, take a night off.
We're so back. We're so back. Yo, why Mark low-key caked up? Hold on. Yo, what? Why is Mark low-key caked?
Don't get to take a night off. If I'd actually killed Angstrom the first time, so many people would still be alive. I'll do anything to stop that from happening again.
It's not who you are, Mark. But trauma like that breaks people.
Things are changing, Mark, and not for the better. Oh, God.
We'll figure this out, okay?
We need to show the world that even after everything that happened, the Guardians are still here, fighting to keep everyone safe.
Come on!
From what might be coming our way.
I'm sorry, Mark. We need your help.
How do you feel about war?
The Viltrumites will always be a threat to Earth.
But each day, we add more allies.
Yo, if y'all know Ball, if y'all know Ball, this nigga's nice. When it comes to Viltrumites, this nigga can
to end this war forever.
I can help. How much does this job pay?
No tricks this time.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
You'll have to trust me.
There will be loss. There will be sacrifice.
I'm sorry.
We must all face judgment for the evils of our past, if we want any.
If Debbie leaves the nigga, I would get mad. I would get mad. I'm not gonna lie, cause I'm not gonna spoil it.
We hope to change our future.
This is serious, Shapesmith.
This is fruit punch. Would you like some?
Is everyone ready?
Yes!
We stick together. That's how we win this.
Oh, and who's this?
Leave no one alive.
Look at that hairline, my nigga. That shit crisp as fuck. Could use a little work on the middle, but what? The internet never forgets. Oh, let me search up a video like that. No, mom. There's not enough horrors of public transportation.
So a couple of weeks back, I failed my
boy Waves. Make sure he's a fellow British.
So a couple of weeks back, I failed my driving test for the second time.
Hilarious.
And I'm pissed, enraged, furious. I'm going crazy here. Do you have any idea how much money I've spent by now in my bank account just to get a foul fail? I'm broke now. No dineros, nothing. And with how difficult it is to even get your license in England, with waiting times being up to 6 to 7 months, and tests cost about £200, I want to destroy the very...
In New York, that shit is free. That's wicked.
Thing that is society. But I digress. Me passing my driving test.
Oh no, you need to pay for your permit and the test. But then for the license, I took mine when I was 18, both times. Both times I was 18. So, what's it called? But yeah, both times I was 18, right? And then, what was it called? What's it called? Bro, I'm forgetting.
And getting my license would have led me to break out of the constant cycle of despair.
Yo.
That is public transport. Because as useful as it is to helping you get around most places, being occasionally cost effective and a reliable source of transportation, it's still terrible. I want to be speeding down the streets at 9 p.m. listening to J. Cole, not sitting beside a crying baby with my AirPods barely working. That's some bullshit. And I'm not saying this to come off as some bougie entitled man that has the big bucks like my name is Scrooge McDuck, having a private chauffeur that drives me everywhere or some shit. My wallet's empty all the time. I'm saying this as somebody who's taken and still does take public transport their whole entire life. As a baby, through school, going on vacation, taking a boat through the middle of the ocean. I've been through it all. In reality, there's no way nobody hasn't taken a form of public transport in their life. And if you surprisingly haven't,
you know what would be funny? You know the videos where people be looking at the phones like this with the magnifying glasses? That would be funny.
I love those videos.
We used to do those on campus.
Yo, it's like hidden gem found.
Hidden gem.
Yo, that shit actually be having me so.
I think because if we do it on campus, niggas gonna know what we doing.
Yeah, they it be the people in the UK that does it. They in the UK base, so honestly, it blew up enough to we seen it. So
like you could pull up with your camera, I could pull up with mine, and then we'll be looking, and then switch, and then pull up the camera and just be like this.
A telescope.
Or what's called binoculars.
No, where I should get the long as lens for the camera. You just there like. And then it just goes. And then someone else gotta be on the right.
Bro, you want to try one soon?
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, what's it called? The J. Cole album drop next week.
Yeah.
Next Friday. So you're trying to watch it when it drops?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try to make a flyer.
We can do it as soon as 12 a.m. hit, my nigga.
Literally, I'm gonna make. We can make the setup later, but I'm gonna make a flyer and we could post it about it on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
And then we could set up the layout because your camera does your camera have to be connected to the PC to be like over here? Because what was you thinking? Like we sit in the middle?
Technically, yeah. It has to be plugged in unless it's like you know how like streamers have the wireless shit. Unless it's like I had something like that. I have not looked into that shit at all. But honestly, I might get one soon because I had people want me to record and shit, and like they low key be like YouTubers or like streamers. So it's about time when someone's gonna be like, "Yo, are you able to do a live stream?" Like out versus. So it's like I want to have that equipment. Be like, yeah, give me $1 million, you know. But
cause I'm thinking next week would be good opportunity. Cause cause if it's just us streaming, I can have it towards here so it sees us. Or would you rather have it in the middle?
Honestly, we just need a stand. Put it like here. I put my beanbag here. You put your chair there.
And you want to do it here, and then like a laptop in the middle, sharing it so they see it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, cause like, unless you make it like to the point where you have them, like all like, instead of the camera angle like here, you gonna have it here facing here, and then you put like a small box of like the actual album. You know how like.
And then it's gonna be, so like it's gonna be us over here, and then the album in the bottom. So like ZS and B Lou.
Yeah.
Oh, like nigga, you thinking? Nigga, you thinking?
Exactly, just like that. I was gonna say instead of you being a small one in the corner, make us the whole thing.
Because then they gonna get the reactions because it's not too many music videos.
Yeah, the reaction will be better.
Did the RA come in the room?
I called. He said the guy that's gonna come fix it.
It's probably tomorrow, if anything, right?
He said tonight, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. Fuck that.
Cause he sounded annoyed when I called him. He was just like, I was like, oh yeah, I came back from class and I was expecting it to be good.
Who was the RA that was on?
I think it was the guy that asked us if we needed anything, cause he picked up both times. I think.
Cause I just seen him.
Yeah,
I just seen him going up and down. He was a little tight. I think he was dealing with a situation now.
Oh.
Some girl was like in her bonnet and like closing with her like blanket or
that's why I don't want to be an RA low key.
And then because there's mad shit you got to deal with. And then he came like soon as I was about to go on the steps, he came through and he was on his tablet. And he's like, yeah, sorry. It was like about it, like just chatting. Like I was like, oh yeah, there's probably like something that just happened. And RAs had to get involved. But Maybe that's why he's
dealing with
pissed.
the ratchet bitches.
Nah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he probably dealing with ratchet shit that he don't want to do. Like, he gotta study. He probably gotta test.
Nah, my
Like,
mom was telling me to apply for it. I was thinking about it, but like, bro.
Like, realistically thinking about it, like, imagine you have have to study for like a 50% worth of your grade tomorrow, and then you gotta deal with some bullshit on your.
They'll be like, yo, she stole my Twinkie. I'm like, bro,
just say you stole that shit and it's good. I need to go like.
Niggas can have video evidence and be like, I didn't do it. If I was the RA, bro, I don't even know.
I'm gonna put on sweats and.
Yo, shout out to all the RAs out there. Shout out to all the RAs. Let me just check for the RAs.
I'm just be like, I'm Sharon, and then they gonna be like, alright, and then they gonna leave.
Well, you must be rich, man. But as good as it is generally getting you from point A to B, there's too many weird variables and strange phenomena that.
Cause I wanted to smoke, but I'm totally fine with going outside.
I'm not trying to go outside. You don't want to go back outside.
I'll probably be alright.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But we literally, bro. When that already came last time, we was literally just smoking in there, and.
I don't know, I just feel like it's kind of.
We back.
To make it traumatizing. Take buses for example. Universally the most used transport for anyone. School kids, workers, the guy that probably lives on there, the whole shebang. Might be the most convenient way to get around the city. Especially for you men in America. You have school buses that pull up in your neighborhoods. That shit is blessed. But also, that's gonna get mad creepy at times. Like imagine those people that get on the bus with you now know where you live. I mean, what if they just pull up to your house and say hello? That's scary. But when it comes to just taking buses around,
Do you remember how it looked like?
I don't remember. I remember like the layout. Yeah.
What they had at CC?
Mac, chicken,
Shit.
greens,
Green beans, potatoes, tomatoes.
lambs, hams,
Perked up. What the fuck?
it can either be a carefree normal commute or it can end up like the purge. Like the times when I used to be in secondary school, when it came to going home, my main way to get home.
Coffee Express. They gonna perk you up.
Ain't that Starbucks?
Starbucks right here. Starbucks right here.
Fuck is that?
And then you got perk up. And then look at the Express with an X. Yeah, they
Oh,
definitely
no.
put in shit in your.
Some Diddy shit in there, man.
But look, I just did it. And I changed my password and everything. It said, welcome to Farming, though. Complete the new hire paperwork as soon as possible. Once completed, please appointment. So did you have to print the paper and bring it in, or you just did it like, and you submit it online?
I wrote on it and gave it in.
Yeah, there's this physical paper.
Yeah, because they have to actually examine the IDs and stuff like that. Like, because if you have, like, say you got a passport, that you might only need the
Yeah.
passport, but do you have your social security on you?
I brought everything.
So then you should just
so it
bring
said-
everything and
it
choose
said,
whatever
please
is the
complete
most.
your new hire paperwork online as soon as possible. So it's telling me online. Once complete onboarding, please make the appointment. You can make appointment here, but where would I go to make the?
Oh, it's the HR in Whitman. It's like, you know, when you go upstairs, but where our classroom was, if you just go straight those big doors, that's where HR is.
So upstairs to the left.
Yeah, like instead of going to our classroom and you just go to the big doors, the library looking area. That's,
yeah, at the corner.
And then you walk up to like one of the ladies and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing onboarding. I needed to turn this in."
They say please complete your new hire paperwork online. So that's what I'm a little confused about.
Click the link.
Was by taking the bus. But because I was one out of 3 schools in the area sharing one bus stop, you can guess how that went. The bus stops would always be packed. People pushing and barging each other, doing a whole dump.
Please bring the required I-9 document must be unexpired.
All I did was make the appointment and then I did everything else in person.
So, when you went, did they give you the paper and then you signed it in front of them and then they took it? Okay. So honestly, that was my main part because I don't know if they changed it or not. What do I need? One item from list A.
So what's list A got? They got passport on it?
Oh shit, wait, list A. List A document. US passport or US passport card.
Oh yeah, you're good. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Is it expired? It's up to date?
Nah, it's up to date, yeah.
I'm chilling. And then bring your social security because I think they check that too. Not for verification, but I think for like account. And you got to put in your routing number and stuff like that. Bank name.
I have my routing in my phone.
I would say put it to like a checking account that you have. So you could, yeah.
In addition, please click here to view the benefits and retirement.
WWE moves to make sure they even get on the right bus. Because you know, as quick as they come, nobody's trying to be waiting another 3 minutes in the cold ass rain for the bus to come. I'm trying to get on now, fam. And the types of kids I used to hop on the bus with were some of the most unfiltered, no home training people I've ever witnessed in my life. If you're from any place that has double-decker buses, it is exactly like a rite of passage to go to the upper floor. That shit is like the hive spot for all the young people. Like the bottom floor is usually for the elderly, people with buggies, or if there's no space upstairs, you just stand there. And 99% of the time, the vast majority are gonna go upstairs. Now, with you going upstairs, the people at the back of the bus are so degrading. Why are you so loud for? Every nigga on the bus can hear you, even the man them downstairs. Like, I swear to God, you guys didn't understand how bad it was back then.
It said do, I think you had to do both. Yeah.
Oh, shit. I just had to, okay.
Yeah, you just gotta do all those, and then turn in your stuff.
And then submit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then with your appointment, I think you go and then you just give them the banking account.
Okay. Let me hurry up and go before it rolls yell at me.
Be sitting at the front of the upper floor. AirPods are wide, earphones in, blasting rap music so I don't have to hear these lot scream. But they somehow overpower it every time. Where's the decorum? The manners? What do you have to be talking about? That's me.
Content, not even like just like, cause like the thing is, if I did it on my own, it would have been like some type of day in a life type of vibe, you know? Yeah. This one is more like based. It's more like, okay, you see like what was like given and what was like made, you know?
Yeah.
I'm here like
that.
He's so loud that everyone else has to hear your business. Shut up, man! And I'm saying this as somebody who's chilled at the back of the bus plenty of times before. It's a vibe spot to be in. But the screaming certain people used to get into is a level of annoying you really couldn't comprehend. In these times, I used to have to stay on the bus until near the very end. At least 3 stops before it would terminate. So for a good 12 to 13 stops, including tons of traffic, I would just hear people scream their asses off about a bunch of bullshit. Get off, man! And this is one of the few things that makes taking the bus a more hateful experience. Let me give all of you here a quick rundown of something. When it comes to taking buses in London, if you're a kid or a student up until the age of 18, you can get something called a Zip Oyster card, which basically gives you free access to most of the buses in London. Also discounts train prices and makes them a little bit cheaper. How nice of them. And long story short, with this card, it gives you free travel. Yet at the same time, everyone used to lose it. And depending on how chill the bus driver was, they would either just let it slide and be like, you ain't got your bus pass? Alright, man, get on the bus. Or they would hold it up, like they clearly couldn't tell that the person in front of them is built like a school kid and start tweaking about them not having their bus pass. You ain't got your bus pass? You ain't got your bus pass? No. Deceiver! Criminal, delinquent, get the hell out. Get out. Who do I look like to you? El Chapo? I would be in school uniform. My school's logo right on the blazer. He can clearly see that. Tucked in shirt, looking smart. And you still want to let me on this bus? I'm a kid. Like, don't get me wrong. I've lost my bus pass countless of times. And occasionally, they would let me on if I just asked them politely. I mean, it's a card. A lot of people lose cards. But then, when it came to a certain group of school kids, I would see trying to get on after losing theirs. It's no wonder some bus drivers are dickheads. Because either they would choose to have a whole nigga moment from the boondocks with them, staging a whole coup d'etat to get on, or they would just crash out at the driver, which would hold up the entire bus. Hey, what's up, young blood? You got your bus pass? What do you mean you lost it, bro? A dog ate your Oyster card. And somehow that dog is a London Zoo. So a dog ate your bus pass. It's in London Zoo, and somehow it made its way to Manchester. I would have let you on the bus if you just said please. Also, with these type of people, it didn't help that they used to wear bellies and look like they were gonna do some crazy shit. So I'm sure that's why they weren't allowed on in the first place. But these type of guys would hold up the entire bus, making me even more late to wherever I had to go. When I would have basketball training back in the days after school, the delays they would cause would be so bad, I would change on the bus. Yes, it was embarrassing. But you know what else is embarrassing? Truancy. It's disrespectful. I low-key missed the times I used to be a baby. Straight up, I was treated like a prince back then. I was fed well, had a whole section of a room to myself, and had my own form of transportation. Sitting in a buggy getting pushed around made me feel like that guy. I used to be balling back then. But now, I'm sitting on a seat looking at a phone number someone put on the back of them. I'm such a bum now. And speaking of bums, trains are trash too. Although I'm getting around the place, it's way better than a bus, I'll be real. Trains are more spacious, leading to a lot more people being able to get on them. They're fast as hell, blitzing through stations in like 5 to 10 minutes. And there's no traffic with it. So it's not like you could ever be late as long as you leave on time for the right train to catch. It's kind of perfect. But these are the only good things about them. After that, trains are a bunch of bullshit too. First off, with them being monumentally expensive. You could go on a train, beep your card on, get on for 1 or 2 stops, and the next day, you're waking up to your bank account being on overdraft. Cause why the hell for 1 stop would they charge me £10? £10! I know that might not seem like a lot, but I'm saying even the shortest distance by train there and back, it's still gonna end up being £10. So that's the minimum you end up spending every time. You know what else I could do with £10 with that amount of money? I could buy a box meal at Popeyes. Holy. And I know that might not seem like a lot, but Popeyes are just too busting, man. And to most workers, £10 is almost like an hour of work. Horseshit. And trains in rush hour, whether it be in the mornings or past 5 p.m. after work, are mental. The whole train gets packed up. There's no space no more. It's like when the anchovies appeared in that one SpongeBob episode. Fully.
Yo, I remember one time I was leaving school when I used to be a commuter. I left school during an Islander
train gets packed up. There's no space no more. It's like when
it looked just like this, bro. Everyone had the jerseys on and the hats and all that.
Anchovies are pit.
The whole
in that one SpongeBob.
Like that was me and my friend getting to our seats, and that was all the Islanders.
So fully.
It was so bad that what's it called? The conductor, he walked in, he looked around, didn't scan a single he didn't scan a single ticket and just walked back out, bro.
Overtaking the Krusty Krab, destroying everything. That's how trains are. You can't even move no more. You're frozen in the middle of the giant heap of people you're in. Not to mention, it's mad hot in here. I'm talking hell hot, man. Like 1 chip challenge hot. It's fuming in here. If you take any train that's underground, best believe you're gonna be feeling like it's a sauna in there. They ain't got no air conditioning. Where are my taxes going? And to be in a place where it's cold the majority of the year round, I'm obviously gonna be wearing a lot of layers anywhere. So when I do take any underground trains, I come out sweating my ass off. It's OD hot in there. But by far, the worst thing about trains is when your train is on diversion. See, a bus being on diversion is not that deep because, you know, there's multiple bus routes that go down the exact same way. So you're fine. You can just take an alternative and walk for a bit. But with trains, it's a different story. Most trains might go the same way, but they obviously end up at different places. So if you had a specific train you needed to get to go somewhere, and instead of going there, it's now on diversion, to summarize it quickly, you ain't going there no more. Now you can't. Because the route you wanted to take is blocked off because, I don't know, maybe there's construction going on. It's some bullshit. Now you gotta find another way around, which will probably take you twice as long to get to where you wanted to go now. It's cooked. And let me give you a scenario so I can help you understand it better. If you're coming in from the outskirts of a city and you're trying to go downtown, but the only way downtown is by taking one train that would take you exactly there. You find out after you already paid to enter the station that the train you wanted to go on is now diverted. You now look for a different way to get downtown. down, only to find out now you have to take a bunch of monkey travel methods to get there. You gotta take 2 trains now instead of 1. Another bus, 1 bicycle ride there. You're gonna be late. It's over. Now you're gonna be late to school. You're gonna be late to your test. You're going to fail. Your life has 0 purpose. It's over. And to that I say, riot, riot, riot. Trains are hella reliable though. Truthfully, they're probably one of the best forms of transportation beside cars. But when diversions start happening often and you realize the price you're paying to even be on a train, yeah, it's no wonder people bump barriers, man. Ain't nobody trying to pay for this. Oh, and you think I'm done with this, Lil Red? No, I'm coming for all forms of public transport now. Airplanes? Hell no. Cruises? No. People who drive motorhomes? Who are you? I don't trust you, man. In fact, we're gonna segue into the best part of this video. My beautiful and loyal subscribers and people who have watched me have sent in some of their own personal public transport stories. In where I've read some of these and thought to myself, how are you not in a mental institution? Some of you men have crazy experiences. I don't know how you're still sane after this. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much time yapping so I can read a lot more confessions. So I'm gonna read some of the worst ones on this list because there's a lot of mad behavior in some of these stories. I'm not gonna lie to you. So without further ado, let's go. So me and my brother were coming back from school and there was this crazy kid, about 11 or 12, that kept being loud AF and was jumping around from seat to seat. The bus was pretty full of other kids and general public because it was a public bus, not private. So old ladies would turn around and shake their head. For some reason, the kid knew us. I saw him before but never spoken to him. So suddenly, I was part of his scheme. Like some kind of perpetrator, I was put in the same pot as him, which of course meant I was getting odd looks as well, despite public bus, not private. So old ladies would turn around and shake their head. For some of the worst ones on this list because there's a lot of mad behavior in some of these stories. I'm not gonna lie to you. So without further ado, let's go. So me and my brother were coming back from school and there was this crazy kid, about 11 or 12, that kept being loud AF and was jumping around from seat to seat. The bus was pretty full of other kids and general public because it was a public bus, not private. So old ladies would turn around and shake their head. For some reason, the kid knew us. I saw him before but never spoken to him. So suddenly, I was part of his scheme. Like some kind of perpetrator, I was put in the same pot as him, which of course meant I was getting odd looks as well, despite me not talking to him or looking at him. Just before we arrived at our stop, I thought it was over. Little did I know that the situation would get worse. Faye had other plans for me that day. The bus driver stopped the bus, left the cabin, and walked to the back of the bus where we were and shouted, "Would you please sit down?" Total silence. He didn't sit down after that. Our stop was right after. Why couldn't that happen after we left, man? Man, I swear down, I hate when that happens. When you get roped into stupid shit just because you may know somebody. Like you might be in my homeroom class, but I ain't know you ain't friends. Except for the guy who would give me a spare pencil. I love you. One day, me and my boys were coming back from a night out, and on the train, one of my boys, we'll call him Jay, started pressing one of my other boys. But the whole group ain't F with Jay, except for me. One thing led to another, and Jay got jumped by the whole group on the train with nowhere to run. My crossfitted ass just sat there and watched. Shit was peak. Alright, this is less about transport than it is about you being a terrible friend. You really thought I wasn't gonna expose you here, huh? Cause what do you mean you watch your boy get jumped by your other boys? What type of person are you? You need to lose all your friends and lock yourself away. You're terrible, bro. I remember this like it was yesterday. I was driving and then I wasn't. Power to you, my brother. Mate, this was absolutely disgusting. Was on the way back home from work on the bus, went upstairs to the top deck and sat down. Bus wasn't too busy. I was near the back and there were a few people dotted around. As I'm staring out the window, just decompressing and trying to chill, every so often, I'm hearing snip, snip. I look up and 3 rows in front of me with their bare toes curled over the seat in front is somebody hacking at their toenails with nail clippers. Bare dogs out in public, shearing them down. I gagged. It was horrific. I could see the remnants of their talons arching through the air. Not dramatic or anything, but literally the boldest and grossest thing I've ever seen someone do on public transport. They were so nonchalant cutting their nails in public and leaving them wherever they flew off to. Nah, I can't. See, this gets me thinking, have human beings just lost decorum as the years have gone by? Like, are we just a bunch of monkeys who eat flies off each other? I'm not even trying to be disrespectful, but whatever happened to home training? Because apparently, some people lack it now. It's nasty. I feel for you, man. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Okay, so check this out. I was like 9 on the train really late at night by myself. I snuck out a lot. There was only an old lady who looked genuinely really sweet, so I didn't think much of her. I was on my phone, so I have no awareness. Tell me why I look up, and this effing grandma is in the middle of the train taking a dookie. So I'm completely grossed out, and I hear her stop coming up. I could just take the next train. So I wait for my train to stop, and as it's stopping and I'm getting up, she starts screaming, and I look over. She is picking up the dookie. She just took it and is looking at me while screaming. I was like, dear God, and the door's open. She starts running toward me with the dookie. And I don't think I've ran my little foul spot out of a train. And I look back and she stays in the train car and eats the dookie.
Oh!
Safe to say, I didn't sneak out for a while after that. Yo, have you guys ever seen a movie called Legion where the old lady starts moving crazy because she's a fallen angel or something? That's what this story gives the impression of. What possessed an old woman to try and throw a number 2 at you? That's diabolical. Not to mention, how did your parents not notice you sneaking out at 9? Did you have a secret tunnel or something? That's crazy. This isn't something that happened to me, but my grandparents. So there was this one time my grandparents and older cousins were in NYC. They had wanted some food for them and my cousins. So they went to get some fried chicken at night and took the subway. Little did they know, they were being followed by at least 30 homeless people on the train. They said they were sniffing them and groveling over the gust of that chicken. Apparently one even licked them. They said they ran out of that subway car as fast as they could so they couldn't get followed to their room. Apparently they saw some other weird things, but my grandparents and cousins are still alive. So I guess it all ended up a-okay. I mean, shit, that story's kind of crazy. But I mean, they still got the fried chicken though. A win's a win. High five, they did it, man. This story takes place back to my first days in kindergarten when I was riding the bus with my older brother. There was a guy that my brother absolutely despised who was sitting behind us on the bus. We'll call him Jaden. He was a bully who constantly talked smack about my brother and people
ball knowledge
were smaller than himself. Jaden was introducing himself to me while we were on the school bus. He extended his hand for a handshake, but my brother told me not to touch him. I saw Jaden's friends smiling and giggling on the side of him. I contemplated my decision for a few seconds, exchanging glances between the guy and my brother before the most nefarious, most devious idea emerged from the darkest corners of my brain. I stood up, turned around, and shoved my clothed backside into the bully's face. Then I let out the loudest gust of wind from my cheeks that I have never had the fortune of producing in my life, ever again. The entire back of the bus erupted in shock and laughter, causing the bus driver to pull over. I turned to see Jaden's face in absolute horror, gasping.
No.
And staring at me with sheer disgust, all the while my brother had the happiest smile on his face. How evil do you have to be to fart in a whole other kid's face? Like, I get why you did it, but you probably gave it pink eye. You did catch a window, man. And you know what they say, revenge is a dish best served smelly. You were just defending your brother. I see no wrong here. And now this brings me to the last story I want to share for the video. But first off, I wanted to go ahead and thank every single one of you who shared a story. I appreciate it a lot, and I'm grateful for whatever you did send. Even if it was some weird shit, you know who you are, bro. I'm sorry that I can't take all of them and throw them in the video, but maybe we can do something like that another time. And without further ado, here's the final story. Before moving to America, I lived in a small town in southeast-ish Durango, Mexico. The surrounding states were occupied by the Sinaloa cartel, but the area I lived in wasn't as heavy as other areas, especially since we lived farther from the mountains, where narcotics are being made. After El Chapo was named the 701st richest man by Forbes in 2009, cartel activity started to get heavier. One of the biggest things my mother would warn me about is to respect the cartel, since they had a habit of making people disappear if any sort of disrespect is shown toward them. Around Christmas, me and a couple of school friends go on a transit from one town to another to visit an older friend's cousin. One of the guys there would do petty thefts in town to support his grandma or someone like that, and always had problems with authority. While on the bus, he got into an argument with an older guy over giving his seat up to some older woman who was standing next to my friend. While that was happening, two other guys brandishing walkie-talkies and handguns got onto the bus and yelled at the driver. My friend that was arguing was heated from arguing with the old man and started to yell at the guys. The group of guys proceeded to pull my friend and the bus driver out of the bus. They pushed them onto their vehicles and drove off. A week later, the both of them turned up dead. My aunt told me years later that the bus driver would snitch out members to opposing cartels for cash, and they went onto the bus to question him. Because of my friend arguing, they instead took them both and murked them as a show of power. This thing happens all the time, and this one was pretty tame compared to the other stories I would hear when I go back to visit. Well, guess I'm never visiting Mexico. You never gonna see me there now, believe it. But all jokes aside, I'm happy you made it out of that place. It just sounds terrible. And this is everything I wanted to go about today. Most of their hate just comes from me failing my driving test again. But I've invested way too much money to stop anyway. Plus, them late night drives are calling me, so I gotta keep at it. If you guys have any more embarrassing transport stories or anything you personally hate about public transport, write it in the comments, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is good night, you know what I'm saying? We had a good little stream. Feel me? I'm bugging. yeah, no, we had a good little stream. Things were going great, you know what I'm saying? Had a calm day, you know. We got the TikTok working. Oh, damn. Rose, appreciate you. Appreciate you. W. But yeah, damn, 3 people pulled up by the time I was leaving. But yeah, thank y'all for coming, for whether you joined on Twitch or TikTok. Always appreciate support. I don't, like, y'all know I'm trying to make it bigger with content and stuff like that. So everyone who's here, always appreciate the support. And make sure y'all tune in next week. We react to the J. Cole album. It's gonna be very special since he might be retiring. And J. Cole just posts peak music. He don't drop anything subpar. He's a great rapper, a great musician. So we're just gonna make sure y'all tune in for that next week on Twitch and TikTok. And yeah. So as y'all unwind tonight, I hope y'all have a blessed night. I hope y'all enjoy the content. If y'all have any recommendations, let me know in the comments or just DM me if y'all got any ideas for the next streams and stuff like that. But yeah, this is goodbye. Make sure y'all have a blessed night. Damn, Court's gonna pull up right when I'm leaving. That's tragic, you Patty. But yeah, bro. Love y'all. Appreciate all my supporters. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed. Peace.